Welcome to the Writing Corner. My name is LD Valencia. Today we're continuing to talk about The Gifted World, and today we're talking about Book 9, The Limit Breaker. So initially, when I was going to release these books, Book 9 and 10, so let's kind of talk about both of these. 9 was kind of debating whether I was going to go The Limit Breaker Part 1 or The Final Fallout Part 1 and then Part 2. I wasn't sure which I wanted to go because I knew it was kind of a Part 1, Part 2 thing, right? And what I wanted to do was do a rapid release. So I released these in September and then October of 2024. And I wanted to do that because it's really a part one, part two story, right? Where we see like the initial beginning of the fallout of what's been going on and then the ending, the final fallout of what's been going on. So The Limit Breaker was one of the titles I had in mind and The Final Fallout was the other title I had in mind. And I wasn't sure if I was going to do The Final Fallout Part 1 or The Limit Breaker and then The Final Fallout. And so I went back and forth. I did some videos on like TikTok and stuff and kind of was like asking people's feedback and everything. I decided to go with original titles and not do a part one, part two thing. Kind of some inspiration from Endgame and Infinity War, because in the end of this one, we really see things end kind of in a very intense, not great way for it. There's a big twist at the end that kind of reveals like what's been going down. So in this one, let's kind of like give you the synopsis really quick. In this one, the characters are going to check out this kind of like celestial event. There's a meteor that's about to fall, and it could have some very dangerous impacts for the world. So they go to check it out. They try to secure this meteorite. Things go crazy, and they have to kind of like fix the things that have gone on. And so there's a lot of spy elements, but there's also like they have to track down these villains, these super villains, and stop them, right? Because what was going to unfold will really, really shift the power balance of the whole world and possibly bring everything crumbling down. So like I said, the intensity is really ramped up, the danger is ramped up to the 11th degree, and in The Limit Breaker we see things end kind of terribly for the characters in the very end. So this one was really fun to write. The releasing of it, the publishing of it was not great. It was not fun. So in book 9, when I was getting ready to publish things, I was working on the cover with my artist. I was getting the book edited, and I was having a lot of setbacks. The computer of my cover artist got like fried, and so I was waiting on the covers, and I was worried that things were gonna get delayed because I was like, if this gets delayed, then this is gonna get delayed too, and it was gonna be this whole thing. And 2 days before I released, my brother-in-law passed away, and I was just like broken. I was just like super devastated. I didn't know what to do. I almost forgot to hit the publish button on this on Amazon. That's how just like out of it I was. I just was not in the right headspace. I was just like completely broken. And just like, it was just like a crazy season. My wife wasn't even home. Like I stayed with the boys. She went to fly out to see her sister-in-law and help out there. And so I was just like in this like really bad headspace. So like this one almost didn't happen. It was just like, it was a crazy season. And just like I said, everything was going crazy. So publishing back to back was just absolutely insane. I don't know if I'll do that again just because I'm kind of scarred from that. But yeah, The Limit Breaker was a ton of fun to write. It was a super, super intense series. And as like I said, we're kind of like at the penultimate finale of the series. But if you want to check it out, The Limit Breaker is the 9th book in the series, kind of the beginning of the end as we get to wrap up part 1 of the finale in the series. So if you want to check it out, I'll leave a link below in the description where you can check out the book. But I also sell signed copies on my TikTok shop, so feel free to check it out there where you can get book bundles and some extra goodies in there as well.